Well, you and we want to do concept artwork that has a powerful sense of storytelling. And so maybe you've heard of the idea of location as character, meaning giving a location, an environment, a concept painting, the same sense of visual design and characterization that a great character designer brings to their designs, so that the audience really feels the presence of the story being told, the mood that's being created, the idea that is meant to be felt. And so our two powerful tools to do that in our artwork are the topic of this class: color design and lighting design. And so here's how we're going to focus on those topics over the next 9 weeks together. First off, we're going to take a look at what's called the production pipeline for putting an entertainment project together. We're going to take a careful look so that we understand how the principles of color and light will be used by us professionally during our careers. And then we'll go over the 3 main areas of study about color: believability, harmony, and mood. The understanding that the complexities of color can be broken down, because I'm here to tell you color is complicated, it's hard, and it's so easy to get lost in its complexities. And so we're going to look at breaking it down into its 4 basic properties to make color manageable and believable for our audience, manageable for us as the artist, and believable to our audience, understanding the interaction of light and surface so that we can create a sense of believability in our work that will be able to draw the audience in, even if our subject is high fantasy. Speaking of high fantasy, this is kind of disturbing to look at, but you'll be handed scenes like this one by your production saying, okay, here's a frame capture of the rough model, and we need you to use this as a basis to create a pleasing illustration of, for instance, the DreamWorks Holiday Special, where all of the characters from Shrek sit down in front of the fireplace to be told a Christmas story. Well, you've got to understand how to make the light from the fire and the cool light from the moon and the windows interact with these characters and these surfaces so as to create something that has that sense of environment. That's what we'll be looking at for creating a sense of believability in your artwork. And then I'll share with you some experiences, especially from early on in my career, about how I used to learn basic principles of color harmony to create the effects that have let me continue in my career, doing scenes that I'm personally proud of, that I hope you like as well, that I hope the audience has been engaged with as we've created presentations for them, starting with The Prince of Egypt and going into shows like The Road to El Dorado, Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, and most recently some of our efforts, for instance, with The Legend of Puss in Boots. From there, we'll look at ideas about not just how to create color harmony, but which color harmony will be appropriate for our particular location and for our particular story moment. So learning how to elicit the appropriate mood from your audience. I think that was a Freudian slip there. Making powerful color choices to elicit mood. From there, we'll have a discussion on atmosphere, the importance of understanding and using atmosphere so that you can take a wide variety of locations and sets and create whatever sense of mood and atmosphere is appropriate for that moment. So I'm here to tell you, you'll frequently be handed or be the one who creates a set and then have to treat that set very differently as it takes place for different story moments. So we'll understand atmosphere to do that. Then we'll put it all together to create color that tells those story moments and creates that sense of location that we're talking about, as happened in Shrek Forever After. Really proud of the lighting design that was created for Shrek Forever After. I did not personally work on Kung Fu Panda, but I am so proud of the Kung Fu Panda team and amazed at what they pulled off in their sense of lighting, color, and storytelling. So we'll have the opportunity to look at some of their artwork as well and figure out what it was they did that created so much fun and so much the audience has enjoyed and appreciated in that franchise. And I'll be able to sit down with you and break down some of the scenes that I had the opportunity to set up for the film The Legend of Puss in Boots, and how we went about making the color and lighting choices for these scenes that you're seeing here. And I think you're going to enjoy this. We're going to take a look at when good lighting goes bad. When lighting is not working for you, how to make corrections so that it brings back the proper sense of design for your concept artwork. Another example here with Puss in Boots. A little bit of enhancement in the design there. Important story moment from Shrek Forever After, where this was meant to be a very clandestine moment where they are in the midst of a conspiracy, and we'll look at how the first lighting pass went wrong and how it was corrected to properly make that feel of clandestine, conspiratorial color and light. Just as one example for you that we'll take a closer look at as we go through the class. And I'm going to demonstrate as much as I can for you so you can see how a gray model like this is taken to a finished color key painting, how traditional animation has been lit and designed, going from a layout drawing through the process of building up the color, the lighting, and the atmosphere into a finished scene. And we'll go through the design and development process from a simple sketch and how that simple sketch leads to a finished concept illustration and location design, as in this example from the initial design and development I did for the film Shrek Forever After. Okay, that is our overview of how we're going to spend our time together in this class. And so each week I have a lecture prepared for you where we're going to go through these concepts, and then I'll give you an assignment where you'll apply the topic of that particular week's lecture and slideshow, and you'll of course do your very best to put these ideas together, to do some artwork that you hope creates that compelling sense of concept, and you'll turn those in to me. And wherever I can help, I'm going to do a paint over of your artwork and talk through with you what's working in your homework, what might be corrected, and how we can tighten it up to really get it to the point where you can put that piece in your portfolio and have it lead towards your professional career in the topic of concept art for entertainment.